Hi, I'm Jeremy Payne, your host for today's episode of That Was History. So throughout the wars over the years, there have been many that have fallen. As many soldiers that were involved in it, it seems impossible that each and every single one of them could have a proper burial, or as devastating as it may seem to know that sometimes a soldier could be found disfigured enough that they could not even be recognized for who they were or identified at all. So how could all of these unknown soldiers' lives become memorialized so that they would not die basically for nothing? Stick around and I'll enlighten you on the subject. The idea to commemorate these soldiers dates all the way back to 1916 with the discovery of an unknown British soldier by Reverend David Railton. He was moved so much by this that he wrote to the Westminster Dean to have the soldier buried with the highest among kings to honor the many that had fallen as this man without the bearing of a name. This burial would go on to be known as the Tomb of the Unknown Warrior, buried on November 11th of 1920. At almost the same time, the same exact event would take place in France for an unknown soldier at the Arc de Triomphe, becoming known for the unknown Frenchman who had died in combat. They essentially were inspired by the unknown British soldier to show honor for the many that had fallen without proper burial or recognition. In the United States, we all know a special day of recognition known as Veterans Day. This day was started only a year after the marking of these two tombs by President Harding. Every unknown soldier would receive a white stone for a headstone with the inscription, "Here rest in honored glory, an American soldier known but to God." They would be placed in a cemetery which is also known as Arlington Cemetery with a tombstone for an unknown soldier. This would be a commemoration for all the fallen unknown American soldiers. Cliff and myself have personally been to this memorial in Washington, D.C., and I can say from experience that it is a very special place. To look out and see so many tombstones over so many acres of land just makes you think for a second how many men and women it took to preserve this nation's freedom. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode for today, guys. I hope that you liked the content I had for you. If you'll hop on over to Facebook and Twitter and hit the like button down below if you like the content. We'll see you next time.